from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within, right here on Life Center Network TV, as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within, right here on Life Center Network TV, as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within, right here on Life Center Network TV, as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within, right here on Life Center Network TV, as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within, right here on Life Center Network TV, as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Hello viewers, do you know that there is greatness on your inside? Do you know that the greatest oil well is within you? What really matters is your ability to discover, develop, and deploy it profitably. Join us every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV as we inspire, educate, and empower you to be the best that you can be as an entrepreneur. My name is Howard Derek Briggs, and I will be your host. Welcome viewers, you're welcome to another edition of The Oil Within right here on Life Center Network TV. Today promises to be another interesting episode. We'll be talking about the topic leveraging social media for business visibility. My name is Howard Derek Briggs. I'm your host. Let me allow my co-host introduce herself.
Hello viewers, my name is Ibilate Blessing Bob Manuel. Welcome to another edition of The Oil Within. Thank you so much.
All right, our guest is already seated. Her name is Tari Alagwa. She is a professional MC who hosts different kinds of events, from corporate events to religious events. She is the CEO of Seafoods by Tari, a food processing and packaging hub that caters to clients within and outside Nigeria. She is a firm believer and lover of Christ, who uses her gift to serve God in different capacities in Gateway International Church, where she serves as a chorister, a praise leader, and a pulpit presenter. Tari, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so let's start with the first question. What inspired you to start Seafoods by Tari?
Okay, what inspired me
What inspired you? And just tell us the story generally, how it all began.
Okay,
All
was
right.
hunger. Okay, because I started during COVID.
Okay.
I originally used to sell clothes. I had a boutique.
Okay.
I used to call myself the glam boss. Then I had a shop called Tarilicious Glam Lounge, where I used to
Okay.
sell clothes. I did makeup
Okay.
and every glam stuff.
Okay.
But during COVID, I had just come back from the market and like immediately I came back, the next week was lockdown. So at that point, nobody was thinking about wearing clothes. Everybody was thinking of what to eat. So I kept wondering, how do I even, and now I'm back from the market. I've spent all the money I have in the market. I'm even owing some of my suppliers. How do I now start calling my customers that I have new clothes? So when people are locked inside their houses. So I kept asking God to give me ideas. What can I do? And I said, should I go and sell hand sanitizers? I said, but if I sell hand sanitizers and I start making money, it means I'll pray for COVID not to end.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I said, God, give me a better idea. And somehow the idea to sell crayfish just dropped. And so immediately that idea dropped, I ran with it, and voila, here we are. And then gradually that one that started as a side hustle now phased out my clothing business. So
Wow.
I now delved full time into the seafoods, because from crayfish I entered oporo, from oporo I entered dried fish, from dried fish I entered prawns. Like, I just kept entering, and before you know it, I started exporting.
Okay.
So that was how the journey has been.
So, ma'am, how important is engagement to your business?
Very, very important. I don't have a shop. Like I
Okay.
said, when I was doing my clothing business, I had a shop. I had a physical shop. But right now, for the 4 years I have operated, I've not had a shop. So it's been online engagements that has taken me this far.
Okay.
Because of that COVID period, people were home. So God helped me. He gave me there are some talents I've had over time that I really didn't, I just used to use them for fun. But somehow God just gave me an idea that what if you just do a video and use this Ijo accent, when Ijo people say, I'm an Izo girl,
Yes.
they zone jumped into the river, So I now did that video using that accent. So I now called my crayfish crayfish, so with that Izo accent and all that. So it pushed, there was so much engagement on that video.
Okay.
A lot of people were watching, people were sharing, it had thousands of views, and before you know it, like, it blew me up. People started calling from anywhere, and since that time till today, when people see me, is that the Nembe crayfish seller? So it was that online, that video that had that engagement that really brought me. Until date, I always keep creating content using social media, getting visibility. So that's what helps push me out there, because like I said, I don't have a shop. My social media platforms are my shops.
Wow. Okay, so so that the viewers don't wonder, what kind of business she does and her products and all of that, we'll make it easy for them. We'll just go on a short break. We'll look at her products and the kind of services she offers, and then we'll come back and ask the next question. right, welcome viewers. Let me ask the next question.
Okay.
You are getting results through social media. You don't have a physical shop. Your shop is basically online, as it were. There are some people who have been posting and they're not getting results. What tips can you share with entrepreneurs who want to maximize social media for business visibility? What tips can you share to help them?
Okay. Some things you can do as an entrepreneur who wants to maximize social media for visibility.
Yes.
You should post catchy content. For instance, I just mentioned now that I posted something, a video, as it were, a funny video, and then it attracted people's attention. So when you're posting, like advertising, when advertising a product, or you have to do some things, like when trying to make an advertisement post, is it educating, is it informing, is it entertaining, is that advertising or news? Okay, news, yeah, you should be educating, either it's educating, informing, or entertaining. So me, I chose the entertaining aspect, the entertainment aspect of it. You can actually go on social media, maybe you're selling clothes or you're selling hair. You can now post tips on how to take care of your hair. You keep, educating people on how to care for their hair, how to know that this hair is original when you want to buy hair. When you post things like that, you're adding value. People are getting value. They would be interested when they click and see. They might not see, the first day you post might not be the first day you gain the visibility. But number one, you have to be consistent. Consistency is key. Like my pastor will say, consistency is doing the right thing when it's working, when it's not working, until it begins to work. So number one key in gaining visibility is consistency. You don't post today and then the next time you post is 1 week's time or 2 weeks time. No. You might post today, you may not gain visibility, people may not notice it, but the more you keep posting, the algorithm will keep bringing you up. But if you post today, you don't post again till another 3 weeks, the algorithm will take you as a robot. So you need to be consistent, number one. Post catchy things, number two. Add value. If you want to entertain, the country is going through a lot of hardship, economic hardship. So sometimes people just want to laugh out their sorrow. So if you're advertising your craft and you come with comedy, or you come with comic stuff, it will attract people, and they will want to see, and they will want to, it will catch their attention. So number three, you need to find out how you can catch people's attention, and you can catch their attention by giving them fun, by giving them comedy. That's number three. Number four, you can inform. I said educative, informing, entertaining. So you can entertain with comedy, you can teach, you can be informing people, or you can educate them by telling them, oh, this crayfish you want to eat is rich in vitamin B2, and this one has calcium. Oh, if you're looking for how to lose weight, you should eat more of crayfish. So you need to know what you're selling. That thing you're selling, that business you're doing, is not just by coming to say, I sell crayfish, crayfish is sweet. No, you need to know the components of crayfish. You need to know what crayfish can do. Somebody taking it that wants to lose weight, is it good for the person? You need to know, do some research, and then you educate people. You're adding value. People will be noticing you, and then people will watch you. When they see what you post, they'll be interested. But there are times you're scrolling online. I'm sure when you go on your social media, it's not every content you see you want to watch. But when you know that this person is constantly dishing out value, when you know that this person is constantly dishing out value, you will want to spin there and watch and read. Even if the post is long, you will want to read. So that's one of the ways you can increase, or these are some of the ways you can increase your visibility. Of course, again, there are times when you post, you're in Nigeria, and then you wake up by 12 midnight and you're making a post on Facebook. For who? Is it for spirits? You want human beings to see you, right? And then you're now posting by 12 midnight, and there's something Facebook does. If you make a post now, not just Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, if you make a post now on Facebook or Instagram, if within the next 30 minutes people don't engage on that post, they don't like, they don't comment, Facebook will just assume that this is not you know, the kind of post my
Something
community
that-
wants.
yes.
Yeah, so it will take it down. So the algorithm will work against you. So you need to know the time. You need to understand your target audience. Know, okay, if I make a post, maybe over time, because in life you need to keep learning, trial and error. So you check the post you made by 7 a.m., check the one you made by 8, then you will now be able to know that, okay, my audience, if I make a post by 7 a.m., I will catch them. So you know the times to post. You don't just wake up randomly. There are times you post, nobody will notice it, but you have to know the times where you post that is your peak time. Your peak time might be different from mine, so you should discover your own peak time. That will also help to improve your visibility.
All right.
Okay, ma'am. What are the, you know, people tend to post and post and post. Sometimes people just flip off your engagement, your post and all. So when do you think is the right time for somebody to notice that, okay, at this point in my social media marketing, or at this point in my business, I'm seeing that I'm increasing as a person? When did you get that how will I put it now, when did you that breakthrough, when did you get that breakthrough?
Okay, for me, I would say I got that breakthrough when I did that video. When I did that video, that video I made, that, you know, when I did that video, that is all accent video. That video had almost 10,000 views. That video had a lot
Without
of
being
views.
sponsored.
Yes.
No, without being sponsored. People were sharing it. Had over 50 something shares. So I think I got, because a lot of people that now started, that have been buying till date, it was from that video. That video of 4 years ago. So I think that was when I got my major social media break.
All right. So your business is actually competitive. You're not the only person doing it. There, not apart from Port Harcourt, Lagos, there are different people from different states doing what you do. So what are the strategies you've implemented to be able to stand out over the years?
Okay, like, you know, when you're doing a product-based business, there's something they call a unique selling point.
Yes.
Or when you're doing any business
Any
at all or
business,
service.
yeah.
So my unique selling point when I started the business, one of the things that even, you know, pushed me into doing that kind of, I said I want to sell crayfish. Okay, yes, that period was COVID, markets were closed, people were going to look for crayfish, but I told myself I don't like the fact that when I go to the market to buy crayfish, we'll come back and we'll start selecting crayfish. In fact, sometimes my mother will say, wash it, put it in water, sieve it, because sand, most times you eat crayfish, you eat food cooked with crayfish, and then there will be sand. So in my house growing up, when we, after sieving, selecting, we will now use water to drain it, and then you see the sand will settle. So I told myself that I want to give people a unique crayfish experience, where they just buy crayfish and they don't have to go and start sieving or dusting or washing. So I just wanted people to buy crayfish, enjoy crayfish at its best. And I told myself, number one, I will source for the best. And so I knew that Nembe crayfish is the best. So I went for Nembe, I looked for it, I sourced for it, I found it. And then I told myself, I will not just carry crayfish, bam bam, give people. No, I will sieve it, select it. When you see the crayfish, like, you will just fall in love with it. So that was the first thing I did. And I said, no, from the very first day I started selling crayfish, I never packaged my crayfish in black nylon. I said my customers are premium. I want to give them a premium experience. So my unique selling point was neat products, very neat products that you can take and just dish into your pot. Because me, sorry to say, I'm a lazy person. So I was servicing my kind of people. People that don't like stress. People that, in fact, they want to stay in their house, let everything just land, and they just throw it into their pot and cook. So yes, and then I wanted everything to be perfectly packaged. Let it be well packaged. Like when you see it, you know, they say, eye the first mouth chop. So when you see it, let it attract you, let it appeal to you. So that was my unique selling point. And then, in fact, if you walk down this road, I'm sure before you get to the junction, you will see like 5 persons selling crayfish. But then I have customers who go to the market, they will buy other things. But when it comes to their crayfish or the things I sell, they will wait and order from me. Despite, in fact, some of them, I'll see them in the market. They'll say, oh, I came to get this, I came to get that. I need crayfish, oh, I'm sending somebody, or send your rider. So I think that's locating my unique selling point and then sticking to it consistently. Not that they buy clean crayfish and tomorrow they buy anyhow crayfish. No, sticking to my unique selling point and then increasing the things that makes me stand out. first of all, it was selling it crayfish, packaging it well, but then I keep improving on the quality, on the standard, so it keeps them coming back.
So, ma'am, what are the common mistakes or losses that you experienced in your business?
There were so many. Okay, the first thing was not having a mentor.
Okay.
Like I said, it was not a planned venture. It was something I ventured into out of hunger. So it was not planned. So I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody guiding me, telling me this is how to do it. And that's one thing in Nigeria. Like if you notice Igbo people, before they start a business, somebody will stay with an oga for 7 years as an apprentice, studying, learning the nitty-gritties of that business. But most times now, a lot of us, we don't do that. We just wake up, I have money to start business, ma'am, enter road, enter market, buy, without learning the nitty-gritties, the secrets, the everything. So what the mistake I made was not having